And Senator Lee, you recently introduced legislation regarding religious liberties. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. I recently introduced a bill called the Marriage and Family Religious Freedom Act, which was designed to create a protective barrier around this issue for religious freedom. You see, regardless of where you stand on this issue, regardless of whether or not you think that a state has the authority, as I think a state has the authority, to define marriage as an institution between a man and a woman, your views on this, your religiously motivated views on this, ought not subject you to retaliation by the federal government. And so what my legislation would do is it would say that if you are a religious institution or a religious person, the federal government may not take action against you. If, for example, you're a religious institution, for example, a church, the federal government may not revoke your tax-exempt status simply because of your religious view that marriage is between a man and a woman. This is something that Democrats and Republicans alike ought to be able to get behind. This is something that I based in some ways on a comment made by President Obama shortly after the Supreme Court issued its ruling a few months back in United States versus Windsor, invalidating Section 3 of the Defense of Marriage Act. He said, in effect, I don't want the federal government to be able to take away anyone's tax-exempt status, the tax-exempt status of a church, just because it refuses to perform same-sex marriages. And so this is taking the president at his word and making sure that that same protection is available both to religious institutions and to religious individuals.